cases, my goal is to write them. In the case of Drizzle, I needed that. We had a code base which we could start with and move that direction. We've been working now for a number of months of improving on Gearman. We have a C version of the server and client worker pieces now that are also written in C. Months ago, when I knew I needed a caching component so we wrote libmemcached, which is a C library of memcached. There are pieces, though, that we also know that haven't been written yet. There's what I've been calling a proximity database. There's me and Josh Burkus, who's one of the heads of the Postgres development team, have talked about this a bunch, but the need for something which is good for storing location. If you were doing GIS today, you probably are using Postgres. But if you're trying just to store, for instance, proximity data, which is something very different, there's nothing out there that we can store.
Proximity data obviously is going to become much more important when our phone is a platform. And hey, I'm sitting next to you two guys, and some application might want to know that.
Right. It's not a case of a graph or graph where we know where things link off of. It's not a case of a range where a set of objects in a row. It's about actually knowing where something is physically present at any given time and knowing what is around that location and seeing how that moves temporally. And that type is a new form of data store that I'm personally hoping not to have to write. I'm hoping that the open source community comes out with, because it's obvious when we see anything from Second Life to being created to just real world applications we see down with the iPhone today, there's a need for a piece of software there today that has not been written.
Yeah. So